trying to play a little bit. Yeah. Around 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock?
Okay, we'll be there.
Okay.
See you.
These are some of the behaviors appropriate for initial face-to-face meetings with individuals from the Samoan culture. A greeting is more informal when addressing a friend or acquaintance. The term talofa is used and often followed by a hug. This is not the case for Americans, who are more formal with their greetings and use things such as handshakes and nods.
Look at that smart. Uh-huh. Hey, man. Hey, it's 10 o'clock. I told them 10 o'clock. Where they at?
Guess they running a little late.
Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy.
2 hours later.
Well, I feel like Cameroon. Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up?
Y'all a little late. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay to be late. We're here.
Hey.
No, we've been here.
It's
We're about to leave in a
It's
little
12.
bit.
It's 12.
Come on,
Our
be
culture,
happy.
we show late. In our culture, we on time.
Okay, it's okay. Let's play catch. Come on.
All right, bet. Yo. What's that? Oh, we thought like that.
No, it's underhand.
We thought like that.
No,
underhand.
It's underhand.
Underhand. No, we don't throw like that. We throw like that.
Over. Give me the ball.
No.
Over. It's not right.
When the two different cultures met up, the Americans were expecting the Samoans to know that they meant throwing a football, but the Samoans assumed it was rugby, since that is what they are accustomed to.
Okay, Sully.
Hi, Sully.
Yeah, Sully.
You cuss at us?
No, brother. Sully, Samoan is brothers. Sully. Brothers. It's okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
No, it's
Handshakes.
it's okay.
Yes. Have a nice day. How we greeted, the Americans greeted the Samoans, it just felt weird because they came and hugged us. But we not used to that in America. We just handshake and that's how we greet.
Sometimes not even a handshake. You can just do like a silent thing, like just a head nod or something, and just keep going on about your day. But I guess they're really touchy over there.
So in our culture, for the Samoans, we're usually more like up and close and personal. So when we went to go give a hug, they thought it was weird because for them, they don't think like it's normal to just go up and hug people. They just like giving handshakes and stuff like that. So for me, it was kind of different to really see something like that. I thought it was disrespectful to our culture that they couldn't respect the way that we do things and how we give hugs instead of handshakes.
In my perspective, and them being late, I felt like it was kind of disrespectful because if people set a certain time, then I think that's when everyone should be there because you never know what people have to do after.
Yeah, well, I know everybody be late. Americans, we sometimes late, but we don't. Like we told them to be there at 10, and they showed up at 12:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So yeah, I just think it's unprofessional.
Yeah, so for us, when they made a big deal about us showing up late, for our culture, it's not really that important. Like, time isn't a big part of our culture and stuff like that. Unless it's for weddings or big birthday parties or funerals and stuff, then we usually don't show up on time. So for them to get mad at us and blow out of proportion for something that wasn't that serious was kind of confusing to me.
For us, I felt like it was weird how they threw the ball. It looked like they were playing hot potato or something. Because here in America, we throw overhand. So, I guess they...
Yeah, a little bit what he said. You know, we're not used to that. That's something we do not do. You only see that from little kids or whatever. But yeah, it's like this. not like that.
For us Samoans, when we were walking, they asked us to throw the ball with them. In our minds, we thought throwing the rugby ball, because where we're from, rugby is the most popular sport that we have, and we don't usually play regular football. So when we were going and they started throwing overhand, we didn't really understand that well, and we were throwing underhand, and they were making fun of us for how we do things and all that.
In Samoan culture, the more popular sport is rugby. They still have football around, but it is not commonly played.
A better way to understand each other's cultures would be to communicate expectations. So, in the situation of the misunderstanding of playing catch, it would have been cleared up if they had communicated. In the case of the initial greeting, they both felt disrespected because the other did not comply with the social norms. This makes communication key to better understand the other culture and respect their way of doing things.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, we gotta say it? Oh, we gotta talk?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you was gonna ask.
handshake. Greet. That's how we greet.
He's tired already.
Hell yeah.
Don't touch him.
Time and being late.
Black people never on time either.
I know.
So shit, we can't say nothing.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't. We never on time.
But we'll be like 30 minutes late. It was a whole
To where?
I said, and
Usually for us, bro, come on.
I just think it's unprofessional.
Unprofessional. Let us know, Taylor.
Whenever you're good.
Okay.
I'm my makeup person.
All right.
Okay, good.
For us, when they asked us to play football, they canceled.